and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome to another video here on youtube.com/DanielGiza412. Great to be back up here, and I want to give my thoughts on this kind of shocking news that really came out of nowhere. I didn't expect to read this headline here today, but if you haven't heard, if you've been living under a rock, Eric Bischoff, that's right, the former executive director of SmackDown Live, has been replaced. And I'm getting my source here from Fightful.com. Shout out to Sean Ross Sapp, one of the individuals. I don't know exactly who broke the story, but I was just scrolling through Twitter today. And, it happened around, 1, 2 o'clock. I found out. I got back from lunch. I'm scrolling through my phone. I'm like, what? Eric Bischoff is gone as executive director of SmackDown Live? Whoa, I certainly didn't see something like that happening. So just to read a little bit from this article, I'll have links down below from this article and from WWE's official statement. So apparently Tuesday, WWE announced that former WCW president Eric Bischoff has been replaced in his role as executive director of SmackDown by, something to wrestle with, Bruce Prichard. Both men rejoined WWE in an official capacity earlier this year. Link to the full press release talking about Bruce Prichard. Now he has 40 years of experience, pal, in sports entertainment. Yeah, it's such good shit. WWE saw massive turnover at the beginning of the year, which slowed down in recent months. Friday Night SmackDown, of course, just debuted on Fox over a week ago, and of course, ratings dropped from almost 4 million to 3 million, so good job. Prichard has been with WWE off and on since 1987, but has been gone from the company for over a decade. Bischoff worked with WWE between 2002 and 2005 before returning earlier this year. WWE told Fightful Select shortly after that Bischoff was gone from the company completely. He wasn't being reassigned, nothing like that, and he was being replaced by, I love you, brother love himself, Bruce Prichard. Fightful Select has also noted that Prichard has already been very hands-on in a variety of situations, and that much of the staff and some of the roster found out about Bischoff's firing at 1 p.m. Eastern. It says Select is gathering more notes on the situation as it progresses. We also have a tweet here from Eric Bischoff on his Twitter here. You probably can't even see that, but to quote Eric Bischoff, Bruce is a great producer, good friend, and I am certain he's going to thrive in his position. He's going to be working with a great team of the most dedicated and hardworking people I have had the pleasure of working with and getting to know. So a very complimentary statement there from Eric Bischoff. It's noted him and Bruce Prichard are good friends. I, for one, am a huge fan of Something to Wrestle With, one of my favorite podcasts out there to listen to, but I was really shocked to see Bischoff being replaced, although then, and again, in a sense, maybe not so much. When it was announced Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff were being named executive directors of both Raw and SmackDown respectively, I was like, well, let's see how long this is truly going to last. I feel like Heyman had more knowledge of the current product due to being around the product. Bischoff has been removed for quite some time. He's been living out in Wyoming. He doesn't really, he wasn't really up to date on, the ins and outs of the current product. So I'm like, how long can something like this last? And maybe he just got, fed up with Vince. Maybe he just got tired of Vince coming in, ripping up the script, an hour or two before the show. And just like, screw this, I'm done. Something came to a head. Maybe it was something from the Fox side of things. Maybe they're like, this isn't working out. This isn't what we quite were promised. A change needs to be made. Maybe Bischoff was just a scapegoat. I heard he didn't really have that much influence. But then again, I'm not there. So I'm only reading hearsay online. But yeah, I was really surprised to see that it only took, 3 months for him to be removed as executive director here on SmackDown Live. So that certainly came as a shock to me. That's why I wanted to come up here and do this breaking news video talking about Eric Bischoff. I mean, essentially, he was fired. It begs the question, though, do you think he will show up in All Elite Wrestling? Do you think that's his next move? Remember, Nitro, WCW, where was that on? TNT, Turner. He has history on that network. Would I, for one, want to see Eric Bischoff on AEW? I would rather not. Just, with his run with TNA, and I just didn't really like how that kind of, him and Hogan coming in, I just felt like, yeah, it may have helped initially with TNA, but then after a while, I mean, look what it did to them. I think I just have no interest in seeing Eric Bischoff in AEW. I think they should do their own thing. Avoid doing what WCW did. Now Bischoff has had his successes, but that was quite a while ago. So you could argue, well, he had one idea and he took it to the top. The NWO, yeah, it did lead to WCW's success, but in the end, it eventually led to their decline. So be that as it may. But focusing here on Eric Bischoff being fired from the executive director of SmackDown, do I really think this matters in the long run? No, none of this freaking matters. Let me tell you why. You could put Paul Heyman in charge. You could bring Vince Russo back, which, God, why would you want to do that? You could put anybody in the world in as executive director of that show. Nothing is going to change because you answer to one man. The buck stops with Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And this show is not going to change until Vince is gone and in the ground, as CM Punk said. Nothing is going to change. The wheel is going to keep on spinning. These shows are going to keep on getting worse and worse and worse because that is the vision that they write to. They write to an audience of one. Heyman only has so much say-so. You still have to get it filtered through Vince McMahon. If you don't like your idea, if you don't think it's such good shit, yeah, see, it doesn't matter. So even if you put Prichard in charge, he'll just, he's known for being a yes man anyway. So is he just going to kiss Vince's ass even more? And is the product going to even get worse? Who's to say? But, yeah, I just wanted to come up here and give my brief thoughts. Let me know down below what you guys think of Eric Bischoff being fired from WWE. Leave your comments down below. Look forward to reading them. Also, be sure to click my like and subscribe button here on youtube.com/DanielGiza412. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at DanielGiza412 and Facebook.com/DanielGiza1994. Links can be found down below in the description box. So until then, I'll be back up here hopefully tomorrow night or Thursday for my AEW Dynamite review. So stay tuned for that. I'll be doing those going forward on a weekly basis. So got a lot to talk about. Darby Allin versus Chris Jericho. We got 2 tag team matches in the Tag Team Championship Tournament. There's a lot coming there on AEW Dynamite. We got Moxley teaming up with Pac to take on Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. It is going to be a loaded night. Wednesday night babies are the most exciting night to be a fan of professional wrestling. Yours truly will be here to break it down. So that is coming up in the future, guys. So until my next video, thanks for watching here on youtube.com/DanielGiza412, and I am out.